Hey everyone, I went and saw Into the Woods tonight. If you don't want to know what happens in it, don't watch this video, because I'm going to talk about it. I have never thought WTF so many times while watching a movie. And this is considering I've seen Moulin Rouge and Cloverfield. Now, in one part of the movie, Little Red Riding Hood is walking through the forest. Actually, she skips most of the movie. That's what she does. She's really annoying. I wanted her to die. The wolf finds her, and they have this little song that they do together. And holy crap, that song is creeper status to the max. This wolf just had this total pervert air to him. He creeped me the crap out. So I'm sitting in the movie theater listening to this song, and I'm just like, am I the only one hearing this? Like, this wolf is totally going to rape and kill this girl. We should all be really disturbed right now. Little Red Riding Hood, you need to get a weapon and run. That song was one of the biggest WTF moments in the movie. Whatever. What's another WTF moment? Alright, so the baker and his wife, they get all the objects to break the curse. Oh, and the reason why they wanted to break this curse is because the witch made a deal with them. Hey, if you get all these objects, I will help you guys have a kid. And so that's what happened. The witch is able to break her curse and the baker's curse. They have a kid. Cinderella gets married to the prince. Jack and his mom are wealthy. Little Red Riding Hood is happy. They could have ended the movie right there, and it would have been way better than how it did end. So everything is perfect, and then the woman giant comes down to Earth to seek revenge on Jack for killing her husband, which I thought was, fair. I mean, Jack stole money from them, he stole the golden goose from them, and he killed her husband. So I think he had it coming. And so our main characters are trying to figure out a way to take care of this giant problem. They're trying to find Jack. They don't know where he is. And so they split up to cover more ground, and the baker's wife ends up alone with the prince. Okay, Cinderella's husband. This prince is a sleazeball, alright? He seduces the baker's wife, and they fool around. No, baker's wife, you're one of the heroes. You have to be honorable and do all the right things, and here you are, not doing that. I'm over this movie. And so she, cheats on her husband with the prince, and it was totally out of character. This epic hero that you really loved, and then she does this. Then she falls off a cliff and dies. Okay. And then, 10 minutes later, you find out that Jack's mom is dead too, by the way. I don't even know what happened to her exactly. There was a scuffle, and this one dude pushed her, but it didn't look like anything fatal whatsoever. It just looked like she, fell down a little bit. I think they just killed her off out of convenience sake. The witch, what happened with her? She wanted to just give Jack to the giant, so the giant would go away, and the rest of the people didn't want Jack to die. So she gets upset, and she has all these magic beans, and she just throws them around, and she ends up throwing them around her, and it makes the ground that she's on sink, and she falls in with it, and then it turns into a tar pit. So I'm guessing she died. And again, it was another WTF moment. I'm just like, okay, I guess she's not here anymore. So the witch is gone, and they're still trying to figure out what to do about this giant that is gonna try and kill Jack. They come up with a plan. They end up killing her. I'm assuming she dies. She gets hit in the head with a rock and falls down, which apparently was enough to kill Jack's mom, so why not have that be enough to kill the giant? Cinderella and the prince decide that they're just gonna go two separate ways. Did I call her Little Red Robin Hood earlier? Oh gosh, I hope I did, because it's Little Red Riding Hood. In the end, Little Red Riding Hood, Jack, the baker, and Cinderella become a family. They all live together. I don't know that the baker actually marries Cinderella, but for all intents and purposes, they're a family unit. And that's how it ends. I just didn't imagine the movie playing out the way it did. I thought it was going to be a lot happier than it was, but holy crap, there were WTF twists left and right. Okay. Oh, and another thing. Okay. I know in the original Cinderella, the stepsisters cut off toes and stuff so that they could fit into the slippers. Well, they totally went there in this movie. They do a scene where Prince Charming, is that his name? The prince is looking for Cinderella, and so her stepsisters try on the shoe and they couldn't fit, so the stepmom cut off one of the stepsister's toe. The prince was smarter than that and could see that this slipper was dripping blood, so, oh, you're not the girl. The other stepsister, she had part of her heel cut off, and it was actually kind of a funny scene. She was trying to, like, keep her screams in because it was so painful while she's trying to, like, look good in front of the prince. And she ends up passing out, and the prince knows, hey, this isn't, Cinderella. Again, when they started mutilating the feet, I was like, WTF! Oh, and another one. Then Cinderella's bird friends come down and blind the stepsisters. Wow, like, this movie has no limits. It's just doing whatever it wants. Oh, and another thing. They would sing songs, and I was just like, you guys, stop singing. You're gonna lose the cow again. Pay attention. Ugh! They sang so much, and I was just really over the songs. Just get to the movie, get all the objects, break the spell, and let's have a happy ending. Which didn't really end up happening ever. Whatever. Okay, I'm done. You know what? I don't think the baker ever found out that Rapunzel was his sister. That's too bad.